Yeah, so my name's Ian. I go by he, him, and I'm bisexual. I'll just keep it simple. I am actually from Washington State. I was born in Shelton. Um, Moved around a lot, as you know, which is I didn't grow up in Washington. Grew up outside of the country for a combined total of close to 16 years, and then came back to the U.S. when I was about 19, 20, and here I am in the harbor now. It's more like been a soft coming out. There's a few people who know. There's people who it's come up in conversations. Like that's how you found out, I believe, is we were just having a general conversation at work. Um, I haven't come out to. Like it's not that I'm afraid to. It's just I don't feel it's necessary. Like I'm in a cishet relationship. I'm a white guy, and I feel like sometimes I'm detracting from people who have it harder than I do. You know, I pass really easily. It was late teens.
Okay.
I was living by myself, and without anyone else around, I was basically able to experiment with things, you could say, and I learned a lot about myself without the pressure of a stepfather and parents and everything else like watching over me all the time. It was hard. My stepdad was an emotionally manipulative person, so there was a lot of I don't feel like I got to really be myself until I was out of the house, like moved out basically. There's a lot of trying to what's the word? Trying to earn his approval, and there was a lot of he had opinions about certain things. It's like, well, don't do this until you're this old, or like I think one thing he said is like, if you don't get married until you're 30, I'll give you like $1,000 kind of thing. Just trying to manipulate how people act, and he did that not just with the family, but with people he worked with too. But I definitely think I have some issues from that. Like when I was at home by myself, it was liberating, and it felt nice. But everywhere I've lived has been small towns with the small town people mentality, and it like my grandparents, who are one of the first people I lived with after coming back to the U.S. Very strong Christian, most likely homophobic, definitely racist. It was. I just kept myself to myself, and I know there was a lot of not being able to show who I was without fear of like losing my job, or like when I was living with my grandparents, they were fairly well known around town, and wouldn't want anything getting back to them. Make things hard. They've been supportive. Surprised some of them too, because just the way I am and how much I do or do not share, depending on who the person is. But again, because it's more like a soft coming out, it's kind of been a curated list of people who know. Like, there's definitely people I know who are, LGBTQ friendly. Funnily enough, I have an easier time talking about this stuff to people I don't know very well. People who aren't close with me, but I know are supportive or aren't going to be, super right-wing conservative or that kind of thing. But yeah, everyone I knows has been supportive, and that's why I'm doing this, is that I don't feel as scared as I did before either. Definitely been able to come out of my shell more and be more assertive and show who I am without being afraid of repercussions. Even though the current climate of not just the US but the world, there's been a lot of right-wing people coming to the forefront and being more open about their phobias, the racism and homophobic tendencies. And it's not just the US. It makes me feel that, I don't know, they know that they're losing and they're trying to just lash out and bring everyone down. But I think that means that there's hope for everyone in like acceptance and people being able to be who they are. The Black Lives Matter riots are still going. The media's not really reporting on it because they haven't been violent. They haven't been violent because the police have given up in a lot of places, not everywhere, but I know it just more and more, even with people trying to oppress other people, it's being chipped away. People are being more accepted now than a lot of times in U.S. history, even if it doesn't always feel like it, because of how open like everyone is being about their just their awfulness. I know maybe that's kind of a backhanded hope thing, but it makes me feel like things are going to get better.